it's Caroline, and welcome or welcome back to All Things Caroline. Today, we'll be doing a craft, and I'm going to be doing it on my American Girl doll named Catherine, and I have a special guest here.
Hi, I'm Madison. I'm going to be doing the craft on my doll Tenny. So let's get started.
Craft, you're going to need
some yarn. It doesn't matter what colors, just anything really you have on hand. We have pink, and then we have a ton of yarn here.
We have some scissors.
We're going to need some clips. We have random, you can use bobby pins or clips, it doesn't matter. I suggest bobby pins are probably the best to use, but clips work too. And then last but not least, we have a brush.
My hairbrush.
You
should use an American Girl doll one, but we're using mine.
Well, the brush, it doesn't matter if you don't use it on, if you use it on your American Girl, because we're just using it for yarn. We're not actually using it on their hair, so yeah, it's okay. So let's get started.
Yeah, we're going to start making our
craft, hair and hand straps. So we're gonna put our dolls on the side so they can watch, and we each are gonna pick a couple of strands of yarn. You have to pick at least, you can pick 6 different colors, but you have to pick at least, you have to have at least 6 strands total. And then they really gotta be the size of your doll's hair. So we're just gonna grab multiple, it doesn't matter right now what size you grab. So Caroline, you can grab this size, and then it doesn't matter what colors you use, just whatever you like. I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do a couple shades of blue, just because I think that might look really good in my doll's hair.
I'll do green and yellow.
Yes. And Caroline, we're gonna cut the yellow. I'm gonna help Caroline with the yellow so we can get that cut. And then we're gonna.
She's done it before, and I haven't.
Yeah. So this is a new experience for Caroline and our dolls, because I've done this craft many times at home by myself because I love crafts. So, and I make up my own different types of crafts. So Caroline's learning this. She's learning how to do this new type of craft. So we might have to go a little slow just so can make sure Caroline understands this, right?
Yeah.
Because it's new. And Caroline, you gotta pick you have to have at least 6 strands. It depends how much. At least 3 strands, okay? So maybe you could do your last one this color.
How big?
A pink or something. It doesn't matter. Not right
How
now.
big is it?
It doesn't matter. The length right now.
So I just cut it?
Oh. It doesn't matter the length right now. Here you go. So now what we're gonna do is, so we cut our ends, and we're going to, so Caroline's gonna take the tip, and I'm gonna show her how to do this. So you're gonna take the most fuzziest tip, it looks like that. And then you're just gonna take it, and you're gonna part, and you're just gonna pull down. So Caroline, you keep pulling down while I work on mine. And then we're gonna, Caroline, how many colors do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, so I'll get you a third one. And if your top is not already frizzy, you can take your scissors and just kind of cut it so it gets a little frizzy, so you can just pull it down easily. And Caroline's just going to keep pulling until you get to the bottom. And then when you get to the bottom, and you got to be careful, if you pull too hard or too tight, it will break. And I've messed this up many times before. So just keep pulling, Caroline. And we'll be right back after we finish pulling these strings. So we just undid both of our strings, and the last part you need to do is you're gonna take both strings, and then you're just gonna part these 2 so you can make 2 more.
And it looks like this.
Yeah, and then you're gonna and then you just part them again, like this. You part them again this way. So we'll be right back. If you run into a knot that looks like a little bit like this knot, all you gotta do is you're just gonna part in the front like that. And then you also can just cut it too. I suggest not cutting it though, because then it ruins that piece of strand, but you can cut it. Also, if you get frustrated with this is not the easiest thing in the world. And Caroline can tell you from her experience right now.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing in the world, but when it's done, it turns out and it looks so great. See, I just did my next piece. So you see how soft and silky that is? This is what's going to go in your doll's hair, so it's really nice and it's not going to like ruin her hair or anything.
This is what I have.
And yeah, Caroline's still parting hers down the middle. If you run into a knot that looks like a little bit like this knot, all you got to do is you're just going to pull, you're going to just part in the front like that. And then you also can just cut it too. I suggest not cutting it though, because then it ruins that piece of strand, but you can cut it. Also, if you get frustrated with this, this is not the easiest thing in the world. And Caroline can tell you from her experience right now.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing in the world, but when it's done, it turns out and it looks so great. See, I just did my next piece. So you see how soft and silky that is? This is what's going to go in your doll's hair, so it's really nice and it's not going to like ruin her hair or anything.
This is what I have.
And yeah, Caroline's still parting hers down the middle. Hi guys, we're back. So we have all of our yarns. I have my colors all fuzzy. They're really
What are your
fuzzy and
colors?
pretty. I have light blue, dark blue, and yellow.
I don't know if this is orange or red.
It's neon orange.
It's neon orange, kind of green. Green feels kind of weird. And then my least favorite color, yellow. Wait, not my least favorite. I like gray worse.
Okay, so now we're going to start the next process. So Caroline and me have multiple strings, and we're going to just pull out one of your strings. Doesn't matter what color. Any string. And now we're going to just see how long it is. So, I know my doll's hair is not that long, and I know Caroline's hair is not that long.
Catherine's.
Yeah, Catherine's hair is not that long. So, I'm going to cut right here, and Caroline's going to cut right there. And then we're going to put the extra pieces back into the string bucket. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab another color. So maybe for me, it's going to be like my light blue or something.
Green.
And I'm going to match, so I'm going to take the scissors, we're going to spread them out, and then I'm going to Caroline's going to move her elbow, and then we're going to press down, and we're going to cut the same length. One sec. Just keep getting everywhere. Caroline, can you hold this real quick? Okay, so now you're going to take the scissors, and you're going to cut right on this side. Okay, and then we'll put the extra string in our pile, and then Caroline's going to do the same. Where'd your orange go that we cut?
That's the orange.
Okay, so Caroline's lining this up.
The green.
So these are about the same
They're
color
already
size.
the same.
So Caroline's going to grab her yellow now, and I'm going to grab my yellow. And we're going to try to match the same color. Gotta find a good yellow. Let's see. Some of the yellows are not exactly very long, so. Sometimes they tear, the color tears, which that's totally fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my three colors that I picked. And so is Caroline. Yeah, Caroline's going to cut hers first, though. And Caroline's going to line them up at the top, and then Caroline, you're going to hold them up like this. So those are Caroline's, and she can trim any extra, so I'm going to trim some of her extra right now. And it's okay if it's not the total length of your doll's hair. I just personally know because I style my doll's hair all the time. So this is what it looks like right now. And I think I'm going to add a couple more blues. I'm going to add one more blue, two more my light blue, one more dark blue, one more light blue, and one more yellow. And Caroline's going to add the same amount of her colors again, right, Caroline?
Yeah.
You can line them up and color coordinate, but it really doesn't matter.
Wait, do it again?
Yeah, we're going to line them all up again. Like you're going to use the same colors, and then you're just going to go like, oh, here's this color. So I'm going to line another yellow up. And try to do the firmest at the top. Like, if you have like one that looks like that at the bottom, try to put the other side on the top. And you can also cut when it's all up in the air, that too. So then I'm going to grab another blue.
Green.
Oops, sorry, Caroline. And I'm going to grab this color. So I'm putting my blue back in my extra, and then I'm The last color I've not done is my light blue, so I'm going to add my light blue there.
Can I have the scissors?
Yes. I'm going to pass Caroline the scissors. And Caroline is going to get a yellow too. I'll get her
I
yellow.
need to cut this out.
And here's Caroline's next color. Caroline's cutting, so this is what it looks like. I cut, okay. And we'll be right back. Guys, we're back, and we have all of our strings right there. They look really perfect. So now I'm going to take the top and twist it around my finger and tie a knot. If you do not know how to tie your knot, you feel free to get a parent or anybody who
I need
knows
a
how to
parent.
I can help Caroline. Just because hers is a little shorter, so it's probably a little harder to tie a knot. Okay, so then I'm gonna tuck this through like a knot, and then when we're done, so hers is done right now, and mine is done. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just cut any extra. So we're gonna lay them down, and I'm just gonna cut off all that extra. And Caroline, do you have any extra? Caroline has a little extra too, and there. So those are done, and now we're gonna get each a clip, and Caroline's gonna get a blue one, and I'm gonna get a pink one, and then I'm gonna clip this up, and there is your hair stencil. And then we're gonna take the brush, which I like to use the brush. Caroline might not want to use the brush, but you're just gonna brush it really lightly. It just makes it a little more fluffier.
Fluffy?
Yeah, it makes it more soft, and it makes it a little bit more. So just brushing that, and then there we go.
This is what I'm doing.
Really light, Caroline. And we're done. So we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, here's Catherine's hairstyle, and we put the stencil in her hair.
The nice thing is you can take it in and out. So I'm actually going to show you guys how to do a hairstyle that Tenny's hair looks really good in. So we're going to show you that right now. Hi guys, so I've brushed Tenny's hair in advance with my American Girl doll brush. Really, you don't have to have an American Girl brush, just any metal bristle brush. So her hair is nice and soft, and I don't really want to take out this really cool fishtail that my friend did in her hair. So I'm actually just going to leave that in front. I'm going to divide the hair into 2 parts. So there's that. And this is what it looks like from the back. Now, you know I can't braid backwards, guys. So I'm going to have to braid it facing my way, and we will make sure that you can see it. So I'm just going to do it in a messy bun, or you can do it in a pigtail. It doesn't really matter, not too much. So I'm going to put this one, and this is just going to be the regular braid first. The hair stencil one's going to be in the other braid. So I'm just going to braid it, and we'll be right back when I finish that. So I'm back, and I'm ready. I braided Tenny's hair into a nice, lovely, long braid. And now I'm going to grab my hair stencil, which I'm sitting actually on. So we're going to get the clip, which is right here. And what I'm going to do is I like to do it on the opposite side of her part, so not the main side. So I'm just going to basically take my clip and clip that in. And then I'm going to divide the hair. So like this would be like one of my pieces of hair. So you need 3 pieces of hair to braid. And then I'm going to take that hair, and then I'm just going to braid it in. It's just basically being substituted as a regular piece of hair. And this one's a little bit extra long for Tenny's hair. With the braids, that's going to be really good. And it almost looks like, her hair looks like almost like zigzags. It's really cool.
Look at that.
So then I'm just crossing over, just like a normal braider. And some of the braiding is like, you can see like color on the outside of it. So I'm just going to braid to the end. And then I'm going to take my blue rubber band, and I'm just going to rubber band it. If I want to cut it, I can, but when Tenny's hair is down, it's about the same length as this. So I'm going to skip, and I'm not going to cut it. But if you think it looks better when it's not the same, when it's like the same size, you can do that. I like to put like little like almost like these at the bottom, which helps hold the hair better. So, yeah. And here's Penny's hair with her new hair stencil. And you can do any different types of hairstyles. You can use like one strand of yarn and just do like a tiny braid, almost like my fishtail. You can do any types of braids in. That's it for today. But we will be having a little special guest coming in soon.
Thank you, Madison, for doing this video with me and doing the hairstyles for Tenny and stuff.
Thank you. I had so much fun, and I'm so glad, and I can't wait to see how your channel goes.
And that was all for this video. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, try the craft yourself, watch my other videos, and hit the bell button, which is the notification button, so you don't miss out on when I post a new video. And bye!
Bye!
The end.